Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a tier list video because I haven't done one in a while, and they're actually some of my most popular videos. So I thought if people enjoy this, then I'll do this. Today I'm going to be doing one on champions that need to be buffed and ranking them on like which ones need it now. As you can see, I got the tier. Originally I had like just needs a buff at the top, but I thought there are quite a few champions, as you can see, who just need a complete rework or redesign. I think like change their special attacks, change their buffs, all of the different components, instead of just increasing the damage. So there's redesign, there's need a buff ASAP, there's tune up, which means just increase damage, and then there's this bottom tier, which has just got Annihilus and Marvel Magneto now. Just says should have got a better buff. And personally, some people may say like, oh, Magneto Marvel now is good enough, but I still feel like could have got a bit more damage because Red Magneto is so much more powerful, and Annihilus didn't really get much of a buff. He's only really good for incursions. Anyway, starting off at the top for redesign, we've obviously got Sentry because everyone knows how much of a noodle Sentry is, and it's not really just his damage, it's his whole playstyle. It's just not very. It just doesn't work in this game, so I think remake this guy, same specials and whatever, but his damage and his utility might have to change. Then I've also gone for Beast, because Beast has pretty much nothing but some bleeds and bleed, like, he takes less bleed damage, and that's it. And he's a noodle as well. So obviously this guy, I think they could change some damage for him, but also just his utility kit. Then we got Iron Man, the original Iron Man. Now I thought this guy could do with some new animations first of all, because his SB3 is pretty cool, but his SB1 is one beam and his SB2 is the Arc Core. And compared to like Iron Man Infinity War, he just looks really crappy as a character. He's got one of the like some of the most simple animations along with like Cyclops. So I thought they redesign his animation to make him look a bit cooler, his specials, that'd be really cool, and also give him more damage. We all know this guy is a noodle. Next in the noodle list, basically, is Vulture. So Vulture, you know what, I'm going to put him down into needs a buff ASAP, because I think his animation's decent, but he just needs some more damage, really. Anyway, then we've got Civil Warrior. So this guy, he's not got much going for him. He's got Power Drain, which is pretty cool. He's got Heal Block on his heavy, but no damage. So for this guy, I'm realizing now there's quite a few champions which these tiers aren't the most important, but I'd say he doesn't need to change his utility, but he just needs a buff. Anyway, Miles Morales definitely does need a buff. Definitely does need to change his utility because he just has a stun and some evades. Anyway, Thanos. This guy obviously looks cool, is a trophy champion, very hard to get, but if you had him, you'd want him to be as powerful as he could be, and I think they should give him a gauntlet. Maybe if you kill that gauntlet Thanos, or if you like reach an SP3 and he grabs it off something, that'd just be so much cooler, and then maybe that'd give him like 200% increase in damage and his specials would hit a lot harder. Then obviously I think in memory and rest in power, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. So as tribute, really they should give this man, Black Panther Civil War, a good buff, a very good buff, because he deserves it. And he's a very nice character to play, but there's no damage, so it's quite pointless. Then we got Joe Fixit, Iron Patriot, Agent Venom, Iron Man Superior Iron Man, I mean, Venom Pool, Spider-Man, Groot, Unstoppable Colossus, Karnak, Juggernaut, Daredevil, Captain America, World War II, Cyclops, Ant-Man, Elektra, Yellow Jacket, Rhino, Moon Knight, both Captain Marvels, and Deadpool X-Force. So you can see the top tier does have a lot of champions, and I know this is going to take quite a long time to talk about, so I'm just going to go over a few champions that I think from this tier should be buffed. So firstly, Agent Venom. I really like the look of this guy. I really like the character of the story. His animations look sick. He has a really cool suit. I like it, but no damage. So once again, same with Iron Patriot. Really, he's got a decent animate. Maybe animations could change because he is Iron Man and he does Black Bolt special too. I don't know why he does that. Also, he essentially kills himself with that burnout when he's low health. So it's a very stupid mechanic. Anyway, Superior Iron Man also needs a buff because he's Superior Iron Man. All the Iron Mans except Iron Man Infinity War kind of suck. Groot, obviously, we all know this man should be hitting like a truck and he hits like a noodle. Karnak, maybe just tune up actually. No, buff, because when he has that all crits face, it's pretty good, but when he's critting, it's still not good enough damage because he's such a noodle. Noodle counter will be at like a 100 by now. Anyway, then obviously both Cyclopses definitely just need a damage increase. Maybe just an animation change as well, because he just does shoot beams and hit, and I guess that's what he does, but anyway, Ant-Man is a defensive champion that should have more attacking ability, really, I think, and probably have an animation in which he goes big instead of just small as well. I know he does that on SP3, but maybe in normal attacks. And maybe the last one on this list that I think really deserves it is Moon Knight as well, because there's going to be a Moon Knight series coming out soon, which is quite exciting, and he's just a very cool character, and he's like Gambit, who's next in the Need a Buff ASAP tier, has this staff or this pole, and I think they're pretty cool to play with, and they pretty smooth animations, and I just like to see his damage be increased because I do like his animation set. Anyway, we know Gambit is in this tier because he's going to get a buff, and that's why he's getting a buff ASAP. Yeah, he definitely needs this. I've also got Falcon in this tier, as you can see. So they're both going to be getting that buff soon. Obviously, I prefer Gambit's buff to be better because I think he's just the cooler character, but I have both as 6 stars, Falcon and Gambit, so either one getting a decent buff would be very good because I could do some testing quite easily. There's also Vulture here, Kamala Khan, King Groot, Howard the Duck. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This list really shows you that maybe about 30% of the characters in this game are useless. Like, these characters are pretty useless. Maybe up to Act 4, you could use half of them. But past then, Act 6 probably has about 20% champions you can use anyway. So out of the needs buff ASAP tier, I'm going to say Ebony Maw, Diablo, Karnak, King Groot, Falcon, Gambit, and Vulture. So those guys, and Terex. Anyway, so tune up. Tune up, what do I mean by tune up? I think I mean damage increase. So, Kingpin he's kind of alright. He's more defensive champion, but just more damage, please. Deadpool is probably more of a redesign, actually. They're both there. MODOK's pretty cool as a character, but he just doesn't hit hard, so that's what I mean. Damage. Doctor Strange. You know what? We could go redesign, actually, because he was nerfed heavily, so that's unfortunate for him. Anyway, Red Skull, Thor, Jane Foster, Mephisto, Mole Man, all characters with decent utility but very bad damage. And then lastly, as I went over earlier, just 2 champions, Nihilus and White Magneto, who I think should have got a better buff. And I'm not sure if there were any other champions here that had got a buff that wasn't good enough, and I should have put them there. But for now, I'm pretty sure, as I don't want to make this video too long, this is kind of the list of champions that need to be buffed, and with prioritizing them from redesign to tune-up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment on what you think about this list, if you agree, if you don't, and why. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I never say this. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.